Okay, guys. Hey, guys. Good morning to everybody. I'm just trying to finish getting set up. There's a trailer out for this OD. It's a new Kojima game. Came out 3 days ago. Jesus. So I'm way behind off of this. This is like his new game, right? Outside of Death Stranding. OD. Yeah, somebody posted in my Discord about it, so I'm just gonna check it out, and then what I'll do is I'll play some Trails of the Sky today as the game I'm gonna play and stuff. So yeah, we should be okay. Hold on, I'm trying to finish. I was trying to straighten up. I just started up the stream, but I wasn't really ready. Let me just finish getting straightened out. Everything I got, everything I'm trying to do. And then we will watch this trailer. Let me just put it on. I guess it's like, the problem is I'm probably going to be like halfway paying attention to it. But it's fine, I guess. Let's do it. Let's watch it. Let's see what we got. OD knock teaser trailer. Okay. Sound okay, I hope? Light the fires to celebrate their blank. It was censored out. What the hell? The building was blank from a 3D scan of and blank found in a blank. Okay. There was a sinister ritual. Okay. Is an eye. Light a match. Can't you just light that match from just using one of the candles to light it? Literally just hold the match over one of the pre-existing fires. What kind of candle is that? What the fuck? There's another eye on the wall over there. What is this, bro? Another weird ass candle. This doesn't even have a light on it. What? Oh, I guess it does. What the fuck? Whatever that shit is really big. Got some shit coming up. Is she bruised or something? Is that like the tattoo or branding or something? Whoa. Okay. OD not. I mean, what? For all players and screamers. Xbox Game Studio. So this is an Xbox thing. They didn't even show it on the Xbox thing, did they? I just watched that Xbox showcase yesterday. They didn't even show it. Why didn't they save it for the Xbox showcase? Death Stranding Mosquito. Is this new? I mean, I guess. Yeah, that was a trailer, I guess. That was the thing. Um, yeah. Um, it was. I don't know. I was. It was 3 minutes. That was 3 minutes. They didn't. It felt like they didn't really show much of anything. What the hell? They didn't really show that much. I still don't really understand. Like, is she like the main character that you play as? Like, I mean, it is a teaser, but jeez, man, everything is so cryptic. Like, you can show us something, man. It's okay. You can show us something. You can tell us something. All right, it's fine. The fuck. All right, let me put on Trails of the Sky. Let me do that. Gotta pull up my Steam and all that. And it should be good. Oh, you know what, too, man? Oh my gosh. I was playing that Fire Emblem Shadows game on my phone. Like, it was actually working on my phone. And it was kind of fun. Like, I was kind of having some fun with it. It was just kind of goofy. It's just, it's fun because you're trying to guess, who the person is. You can't, sometimes it's really hard to tell. You're like, oh shit, like, I don't know who the fuck the imposter is. And then it's really fun when you're the imposter and then they don't even pick you. Like, nobody even picks you. And they have no clue. They have no idea that you're the imposter. It's so fun. It's so funny, bro. Like, damn, bro. Y'all got it all wrong. All of y'all got that shit wrong, bro. All of y'all got it wrong, man. You're the only one that doesn't get picked. Like, it's pretty crazy. Okay. Okay. Also, wait a second, bro. Wait. Bro, this damn game. Hang on a second. This thing's all screwed up. Hold on. Wait, is this it? Hang on a second, bro. What is happening? Hold on a second. I'm trying to set this thing. Okay, also, this is kind of weird. It's like, um, it, hold on. I'm checking. Hold on. This shit's all weird right now. Where the hell is my? It doesn't even have like my saved game up here. What the hell? It doesn't have my saved game. What happened to my, bro? Hold on a second. I don't even see my game up here. I do not see my save file. Bruh. What the hell? This is really strange. I don't understand what happened here. Hold on a second. I'm gonna... This thing. You know what? Fuck it, bro. I don't know what's wrong with this. I never uninstalled... I never deleted the save file or anything. This should be fine. I never uninstalled the game or anything. What the fuck? But when I loaded it, it loaded on the wrong monitor. And I just had adjusted it. Man, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. I know where I was, so it's I'll just start from the beginning again, I guess. Shit, though, man. Shit, man. What the fuck? Hold on a second. This is really weird. I don't understand what happened to this thing. Does it look okay? Does it sound okay? I think the sound's coming through. Okay. Dude, what the fuck? I hit continue? It's not... If I go to load game... What? What? There's 175 save files. You can have that many different save files? I guess. I mean, that's cool, but... I guess I just need to start it over. What the fuck? I don't understand what happened here. What happened? Well... I guess we're just gonna let it rock. I can skip this, right? We're just gonna skip through this. Because I don't know what's... Because we already watched all this and stuff, so... I'm not gonna worry about it. But what the hell, man? Head to the city. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I guess. I don't understand what happened there.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just going to...
It's a beautiful day today. Perfect weather for exams.
What an opportunist. But that's what makes you a stealth, probably.
All right, next stop, the city of Roland.
Yeah, looks like there aren't any monsters
Let's
around
go.
here now.
I just ran away in fear from the great Bracerus.
You're not a bracer yet. Yeah. This chest looks good.
What the hell?
Okay,
Let's go.
let's go.
Shit. I'm gonna have to grind a little bit too, right? Because the levels are really strong in this game. Getting levels is really huge.
We're almost there. An exam, huh?
Come on. It's too late to back out now.
Oh, I guess there's no monsters right now. I'm like looking around like, wait. There's no monsters right now, so we'll just keep on moving. Let's go.
Hey, Estelle and Joshua. Training at the guild again?
Morning! Yep. And today's the last day.
Only if we pass. We've got to go, Estelle. We can't be late.
Whoops. You can adjust various settings such as dash behavior, camera. Wait. Standard customize. Oh. That's cool. Didn't realize that before. Rotate. Minimap? I want fixed minimap, I think. Is it better for rotate or fixed? I feel like I want to do fixed to help me maybe remember which direction I'm going. I don't know. Okay. Bracer notebook. Wait. Oh.
Let's see.
Let me handle your ordnance.
What to pick, what to pick.
I'll take this. I'll pick this. Come again. What do we need? Come again. What do we need? Come again.
So we're gonna hunt for treasure here? How exciting!
There are monsters here. Don't let your guard down. Wait.
Okay, so this is the first thing we do.
This feels great!
Okay. Here we go.
I'll be your opponent.
I gotta relearn all this shit.
All your staff training was...
What do each of the symbols mean on the thing? Where it says status changes, like in the middle left, for the like right under his weak elements, it says status changes. It has a circle, triangle, and then it has the double circle. Which one? What does each thing even mean? I don't know what each thing means up here. Okay.
This day, Estelle.
Victory
So
is
is your
ours!
dual blade training?
Now let's go ace that exam!
Always get...
Press A by dodging. After dodge, press B to perform a jump attack. Boom. Bro, how do you target again? Okay, there we go.
I'll take you down. Not done yet.
Not done yet.
Switch tactics by pressing X. Switch from quick battle to command battle.
Still, let's observe the enemy's openings and change tactics.
You got it. All right, it's working. Ready, Joshua?
Yeah, when the enemy flinches, let's do a combo attack.
All right.
Let's go.
Let's get moving. All right, treasure time. Is this the treasure we're looking for? Wait, no, it's not. Time to hit him with some majestic arts.
Yeah, we'll end them here. Stay calm.
Here we go.
Stun!
You're mine. Ha!
Ba, ba, ba.
We'll end this in no time. You're mine!
Hey Penguin King, hey Anabi. What is happening? I'm playing the demo for this game. The only issue is like apparently I don't know what happened. My save file wasn't there. So I have to restart it from the beginning. That's basically what's going on right now. I did watch the Kojima video. You want me to watch it again? I started the stream and I watched it right away. How was it? It was okay, I guess. Nothing really happened. It didn't really show that much. I was just kind of like, okay. It didn't really show much, so I don't really have a lot to say. It's like PT, yeah, I guess. It's gonna be actually a good movie game. If there are good movie games, I guess. I don't really like any movie games, I'll be honest. Horror is a good movie game genre. You see, that's funny you say that. It's so funny you say that, okay? Because I don't generally like playing horror games. I don't really like them. And I don't like movie games. So you saying that horror is a really good movie game genre is fucking hilarious. Because that makes a lot of sense to me. That must be why I don't like them. Because it's always like, like, it's just, I don't know. It just feels like you don't have full control a lot of times, you know? Everything feels so scripted, like there's only so much you could do, you're so restricted. It's like, damn, I don't like playing games like that. You're not supposed to have full control. That's the thing I don't like. That's what I'm saying. I like games that give you a lot of freedom, give you a lot of control. You can do a lot of cool shit, you know? You do like horror games. I mean, that's fine. That's fine. Like, you know, there's plenty. I mean, I know a lot of people do like horror games too, but I don't know. Something like, I'm just like, I can't get into this, bro. It's just too boring for me most of the time. Like, I could play some here and there, but I don't want to like be playing them all the time and shit. It's like, you know, like, it's all right, I guess. Hey, good morning, Anna. How are you? You earn support EXP by fighting battles or eating food. Increasing support level allows you to play your abilities or to upgrade more powerful business. I'm like taking this slow also because it's like I want to make sure that I'm kind of getting everything, you know? Making sure it's not like, oh, I missed something. How do you play visual novels? Visual novels? I feel like I kind of treat visual novels like manga a lot of times. Like, I like reading manga, and that's kind of how I treat visual novels too. Yeah, it's just a book. That's the thing. I like reading books too. It's totally different because it's not like an actual... It doesn't really feel like an actual game. That's the thing. That's the difference. You don't have a control in visual novels really, but it's not... It's not like a regular video game. It's literally just like you're reading a story. I like good stories. But I hate when it's like, oh, this game. Oh, here you go. You're playing a video game. Not. Everything is scripted. Like, what the fuck? I don't want to play this. This is dumb. Why would I play a regular game that restricts you so heavily? It's a totally different thing. I don't think visual novels equate to movie games or horror games or anything. They can be horror genre and stuff like that, but having a, you know, it's a completely different thing. Help entry. Okay, wait, hold on. What am I even doing right here? Hold on. Let me just attack. Okay.
I won't let you.
Don't mind me, I'm murdering some innocent monsters on Rise. Holy she's has climbing. Oh, you mean Pokemon ZA has climbing? Oh, like Zelda and stuff, you mean? That's kind of cool. What, is there a new trailer or something that came out? What the heck? Also, Anna, we gotta... I'll try to set... Should I try setting a day to play Monster Hunter Rise or something? Because I feel like we still... I wanna still play Rise, but I feel like that game is kind of just like, you know, it's kind of whatever, I guess. We can just play it whenever. So I guess it's fine. No, it's just screenshots? Oh, that's interesting, though. What am I doing right now?
This is bad. There!
This is dangerous. Sit. Stun. I won't let you. This is dangerous. Sit.
Wait, what is S-Break? What the heck is that?
It flinched.
What's your opinion on feral monsters from Stories 3 gameplay? They say that feral monsters were born via a phenomenon called encroachment. They originate via getting influenced by crystals.
Not bad.
White crystals. No spoilers, please. Oh, yeah.
A dead end, huh? So that means that's the treasure chest we're looking for. And a big fat monster in front of it.
That's probably the boss of the monsters that claimed the underground waterway as their territory. Let's watch for an opening and strike together at once.
Roger. So this is the final task of our exam, huh?
AT bonus. At the start of battle or actions, various AT bonuses may randomly occur for allies or enemies. Oh, I see. Bonuses marked with plus indicate a higher tier bonuses. If multiple attack bonuses are taken from enemies and their effects overlap, the previous effect will be replaced. You can steal AT bonuses by stunning or defeating enemies or through brave attacks. You can also steal them by casting delay or using certain craft. Okay, I don't remember any of that. Hang on. Okay, so I'm gonna try to hit all three of these guys. Oh, what the hell was that? Scapegoat. What was that?
Now's our chance.
Wait, so this dude didn't take any damage, really? Oh. Okay, Captain, I Master, how was y'all's day? Oh, my day was pretty good, I guess. I just, you know, I went to work. Then I went to work. I ate some food. I kind of chilled for a minute. Then I started the stream. That's kind of it. Oh man. You said they've been dying in Xandar 7 times in a day in Star Rail. I wonder, Penguin King, does Stories 1 remake from Switch has the Ebony Riders to fight just like in the anime season 2? I haven't played Stories. Oh, Penguin King. That's right, you guys. I was playing Fire Emblem Shadows. Okay, I was playing Fire Emblem Shadows, and I was actually having a lot of fun with it. I was playing it on my phone, and it was actually kind of fun. Oh my god. It was just like, it's just like a really quick bite-sized gameplay sessions, you know? They're just really quick battles, but it's so fun. It's so fun, just kind of, because, you know, it has that Among Us shit where you're either trying to figure out who the guy is, who the imposter is, or you're the imposter and you're like tricking them. It's so fun when you trick them and they don't even pick you. And then the next battle, you have like all your shit and you just fucking kill them. It's so funny. I don't know why. I was having a lot of fun with it. I was enjoying myself. Fire Emblem Shadows, it's like an auto battler with some like little stuff, like, I don't know. It's kind of like Among Us in a very basic sense that, like, when you do a battle, there's 3 people in the battle and one of you is an imposter, and so you do your initial battle, and then there's another battle after, and then after the first battle you have to pick who the imposter is. And if you pick who the imposter is, you get like an extra life basically, so in the next battle you can defeat them. If you don't pick them, you get 1 extra life, but if you do pick them, you get 2 extra lives essentially, and it helps you to kill them because they get powered up, so you have to like beat them. So in-game exist imposters. Interesting. Yeah, it's pretty weird. It's pretty weird. It's like, what the hell? And it's like, I think like after playing it too, it feels like they had this idea for this type of game, but if they just put out this game, it feels like nobody would have played it, so then they just attach Fire Emblem to it. That's what it feels like. It feels like they just attached the Fire Emblem name on it to get people to try it out. That's kind of what it feels like. But it's goofy. It's kind of goofy little fun. It's not that terrible or anything. It's just, you know, it's a mobile game. Like, it's not really deep or anything either. It's just little fun little bite-sized play sessions. You can just play a little bit, find some imposters or be the imposter and just trick people. It's funny. It's so funny, bro. I was having a good time. I was definitely having a good time. When you land a critical hit, you will always trigger a brave attack regardless of the enemy's current state. Oh yeah, nice. After triggering a brave attack, press Y to activate a chain. By consuming 3 brave gauges, unleash a coordinated attack between 2 characters. The brave gauge fills up when destroying objects in the field or fighting enemies. Oh yeah. Additionally, performing follow-up charges. That sounds so weird. Performing follow-up charges performing a follow-up charges the gauge by 1 point. Holy shit. Attack with A or use a craft with attack with B or use a craft with Y. Let me do Y, I guess. Wait, I should have moved. I wasn't even close to them. Whatever. Press Y, use the chain pressing Y. Okay.
Let's go.
Wait. Did you see? Wait, could be a fun community game. Hold on a second. I missed the chat. I was freaking trying to fight. Alright, better. So in-game expositionists. Also, Master Salad. Hey, okay, what's up? Could be a fun community game. Did you see the Wild Final Fantasy collab second trailer? A second trailer for Wild Final Fantasy collab? I did. You love it. Gogmazios is back. Gogmazios originated in Monster Hunter 4 for Ultimate first. Did you see Monster Hunter Outlander trailer? Yep. Also signed up for Outlanders beta. Outlanders? Oh, that's the mobile game? That's what that is? I haven't played Outlanders. I haven't signed up for the beta. Maybe I should. Is there a trailer for that one too? Okay, hold on. Let me finish this battle real quick, and then I'll put on some trailers, okay? Does that sound good? Let me finish this battle. I'm like confused as fuck, bro. Okay, what do I want to do with this guy? Let me go, let me do this. Fuck it. Hurricane. Nice. Strength down. Nice. He's attacking. Ouch. Nice. Okay, there we go.
Phew, that was close. Let's go.
This shit looks amazing. Oh my... The rat is literally bouncing at... Yeah, he's bouncing at my party. God, I love Monster Hunter Wilds. Do you really? Wilds? What do I want to do? He's almost about to be stunned. This should be a stun, yeah. Get his ass. Get his ass. Can't move. Yeah, bitch.
Here we go.
Let's go.
Dual strike. This is the end. Here we go.
Oh, is he dead? Oh, we got him. We did it. Nice. New craft morale, new craft flicker. Okay. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna pause it right here. Okay. We're gonna pause the game, and then I'm gonna open this up, and we're going to watch these trailers. You guys got these multiple trailers for me up here. Let me check these out. Just give me a sec. Let me pull these up. Okay, and then we will watch them one by one. Okay, does that sound cool? That sound good? We will watch them. I don't want, like, all right, hold on a second. Let me switch this over. Let me do this. What I need right here. Okay, here we go. Put that up. Oh, hold on. Hang on a second. There we go. Okay. There we go. That looks better. Holy shit. Alright, let's put this over. Okay. Oh, hold on. I gotta mute this game too. Shit. Hold on. Let me just do this. Okay, so I'm muting the game. Okay, here we go. Alright, now we'll do this. Should be good. Thank you guys. Let's do it. Let's watch this trailer. Monster Hunter Wilds free update. Didn't this play actually didn't this play yesterday? In the Xbox thing or something? The Xbox or the PlayStation thing. Didn't they show this? Or wait, maybe they didn't show this? No, they showed Monster Hunter Stories, I think. What the heck? Yeah, what is this? Is this a Final Fantasy enemy right here? Wait, what is this? Is he like a dragoon or something? I just noticed his armor. It's like a dragoon. What? Chocobos. What is that? A Mog? Moogle? Yo. What is this? That's Omega? I don't know who that is. So you get Chocobos and you can fight Omega. They have Cactuars and some other stuff. Some new armor, I guess. I haven't played Wilds. Arc Tempura New what? New Order? Or Urdra? Free update September 29th. Oh, so that's coming out after this weekend. That's coming out real soon. That's cool. Free title update 4. Who is that? Gogmazios? Gogmazios? That's a Final Fantasy character too? Is that a Final Fantasy guy? I don't know who that is. I'm not too familiar with Monster Hunter and Final Fantasy 14. Like, you know, my knowledge is very limited on these things. Okay, there's a lot of stuff. Cosmetic. Oh, they got the DLC cosmetic pack. Okay, I like. It's good that it's good that you know, they do the free content updates. I think that's really nice. That's really good. But then they have the cosmetic DLC. So if you want certain cosmetics, then you know, you could do the DLC. Oh man, you know what? I'm gonna pull this up because I'll watch this afterwards. I kind of wanted to see this. But we'll do the next one, the Monster Hunter Outlanders. Okay, that just came out too. Oh, also, there's a... Okay, let's just watch it. Let's watch it. From Monster Hunter 4. An Elder Dragon from Monster Hunter 4. Okay, cool. Timmy, that's the developer. Pre-alpha gameplay footage does not represent final quality of the game. Okay, cool. I mean, I was probably going to try this out anyway, just because I'm interested in just to see what the hell they even do. They have gliders. Okay, this looks cool. Also, the world is so massive. It's a mobile game. Are you actually able to explore all this shit? Like, play it like an actual Monster Hunter game? I wonder how they're going to handle that. The graphics look really good. Okay, so it looks like it plays like a Monster Hunter game. Oh shit. I'm sure things will be like simplified, of course. Could be Outlanders be connected to Wilds? I have no idea. Does this look like stuff from Wilds too? Or to Into World? Maybe. Who knows? Well, I mean, somebody knows, but yeah, I'm not sure. Oof, got fucked up. So you have like a base you can build stuff, or is that what that is? Oh, they got the updrafts like Zelda. Oh, what the? So are these gonna be like set characters? If you won't be able to have your own character, are they gonna be like set characters that have certain weapons and stuff? Is that what this is? And then is the gacha gonna be like the different characters and stuff? Only women ass games? Yeah. Hey, that's the best games. Monster Hunter Outlanders. The graphics, it looks like a fusion between Wild's Rise and World. Yeah. I mean, it makes sense if it's like a mobile game, like, you know, they have to kind of, they probably have to, you know, set the graphical fidelity at a certain level, especially just to work on like different levels of phones and stuff. I really hope to God they let us use any weapons on MC. Are they okay? So, do you think they're gonna have like a character creator, and you could just make your own character? Because there's all these other characters that they're showing, and it seems like they're set characters, but they're fighting. They're not like regular NPCs. It seems like they're going out and fighting and stuff. I think Outlanders will be like Monster Hunter Frontier ZZ, but better. What's Monster Hunter Frontier ZZ? What is that like? Is that different from other Monster Hunter games? Oh, this is the announcement trailer. I think I watched this on stream before. I think I remember this. Frontiers is an MMO. Oh, that was that one. They never released that over here, huh? That's crazy. That's crazy they never released it over here, man. There's so many games we never get. It's kind of sad, honestly. Also, there was a fucking monster in that. There was a different monster in that other monster's mouth. Oh, was this thing choppy? That must just be the trailer. I don't think that's my computer. Is it? I don't know. It looks good though. So they have like grapples like Rise. They have paragliders as well. They have, you could shoot yourself out like a cannibal. This is like a big ass open world game, bro. It's the game. Yeah, I thought it was a game. It looks so good that the game is lagging. Yeah, pretty much. MonsterHunterOutlanders.com. I should probably set that up. Hold on, let me see. MonsterHunterOutlanders.com. Monster Hunters Outlanders.com. What the? Hold on. That didn't even open. Did I type it wrong? Hold on, let's see. Oh, I put an S on the Hunters. It's Monster Hunter. I put Monster Hunters. Sign up now. Closed beta registration. Sign up now. I'm gonna sign up for this thing, maybe. It's not letting me leave your email. Hold on. Is it going? It's not letting me sign up. What the... Bro, what the hell? Oh. Okay, here we go. Please check email for the latest updates. Okay. Okay, so I just signed up for it. I guess it's fine. I guess it's fine. It's all good. We'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. Okay. Oh, there's two more. Yeah, dude. Yeah, you said you really hope they do a PC client. Me too. Me too. I really hope to God they do a PC client. Like that'll be so good. Oh my gosh, I hope they do. Because that would be crazy if they didn't. I mean, it would be so much better if they did, you know. Was this also Stories 3 tested? Also GameSpot tested Stories 3. Okay. Let's check that out. Pokemon Legends ZA final preview. Okay. All right, let's check this out. What do we got here? Legends ZA. Legends ZA.
In my second hands-on opportunity with Pokemon Legends ZA on Nintendo Switch 2, I played for almost an hour, which still wasn't nearly enough time to fully sink my teeth into this new action-forward take on a mainline Pokemon game. However, it did ease some of my early concerns, pique up interest in mastering its battle mechanics, and reveal a few new details. Like how you can power up moves with Mega Power, and Mega Evolve repeatedly in the same battle, at least with some caveats.
Okay.
The modern setting of Legends ZA doesn't exactly do it for me. Even in real life, I generally prefer exploring ancient forests and temples over cities when traveling. But I did get to explore a wild zone in Lumio City myself during my hands-on this time around, and it was more interesting and fun than I expected. These wild zones are where wild Pokemon live within Lumio City.
Yo, you getting attacked and shit? Bro, you got look at that. Oh, damn, you're getting fucked up. You gotta like dodge it and shit.
Just toss a Pokeball at a Pokemon to try and catch it.
Oh, yeah, this is one you're playing now, right?
By damaging the wild Pokemon first. Legends ZA makes an interesting change to an already modified catch mechanic. You don't have to worry about accidentally knocking a Pokemon out. They'll faint for a while, indicated by stars circling their heads as they wobble in place, giving you a free chance to capture them instead of disappearing.
That's sick. Oh my gosh, that's pretty cool.
But
I might have to play this. This looks interesting.
If you wait too long after knocking them out. I'm curious about how this affects capture rate, like how status effects and less HP increase your chances of catching a Pokemon. I actually hope that knocking a Pokemon out resets its catch rate, so there's still some benefit to formulating a Pokemon catching strategy with the right moves. Removing tediousness is usually a good thing, but removing tension to streamline things isn't the change I'm looking for. Doing so completely undermines the satisfaction succeeding would have granted. I understand it's much more difficult to methodically choose your next move to avoid knocking out a wild Pokemon in a real-time battle, but there needs to be some consequence for doing it. If there is no consequence, well, rip, false swipe, I guess. The wild zones in Legends
I don't think there needs to
ZA
be a
use the
consequence. I
verticality
mean,
of the
it's
city
kind of whatever.
very well, allowing for exploration in the waterways below and the skyscraper rooftops above, creating microhabitats for different collections of Pokemon. At one point, I climbed up a building to escape a very angry Alpha Houndoom with glowing red eyes and found a flock of happy-go-lucky Swablu at the top. Apparently, some other trainers at the event went up to a different roof and encountered an Alpha Pikachu, who then chased them back down to Houndoom's domain, making for an even scarier encounter. And I say scarier because the Houndoom was kind of frightening. At about 5 levels above my own Pokemon, it knocked out my poor Gyarados despite my type advantage. This encounter made me want to experiment with my movements and strategy, where I discovered Gyarados Whirlpool remained on the field when I switched it out. I tried to dish out a well-timed Sleep Powder to Whirlpool combo with 2 different Pokemon, and though I couldn't quite pull it off well, it had me thinking of what possible combos could exist. The issue with having the moves on different Pokemon is that once you switch out, the new Pokemon's moves start on a cooldown, essentially replicating the core game's mechanic of allowing your opponent a free attack if you switch out in the middle of battle. The difference here is that, with quick thinking and positioning, there's a higher chance of avoiding said free attack. Legends ZA requires quick thinking too. With it being real time, there's not a second to waste ruminating over which move would be the most ideal or efficient. And it doesn't allow for forgetfulness. You'll need to know your team like the back of your hand to be able to make appropriate switches at the drop of a hat, unless you want to pause all the time. It can get a bit hectic, actually, especially when I didn't know the demo team. Overall, the Wild Zone had more crammed in it than what was suggested by looking at it on the map, made possible by the aforementioned verticality. There are plenty of Wild Zones, but I can't help but to worry about how samey they'll feel considering, well, they're all contained within a city. During this demo, I once again got to experience a ZA Royale battle zone, but this time at the higher W rank. While playing, I found some slime blocking my path, which a water-type attack washed away, suggesting you'll need a variety of Pokemon on your team in order to adequately explore everywhere there is.
Bro, this
You'll
literally
also want
sounds
a
like
mix of Pokemon
Xenoblade
and moves
2.
on your team to take advantage
That's just
of
like the
extra
damn,
missions.
what are the
As I
skills you
wandered the
need
battle
to
zone,
explore
I
and
picked up
shit?
glowing bonus cards on the ground,
In
which then
Xenoblade
provided
2?
missions that popped up on the
Oh,
right
fuck.
side of the screen. We could see these in a previous trailer, but I didn't expect how much more interesting they'd make the battle zones. Instead of just taking out trainers one by one, which I could see becoming a bit monotonous, I kept these special conditions in mind. For example, one instructed me to start a battle with a flying type sneak attack and another to land a super effective water type attack. Successfully fulfilling these conditions gave me more ticket points at the end of the battle, getting me closer to a challenger's ticket faster, which would then qualify me for a promotion match. The promotion match I battled against Rintaro reminded me a bit of a gym leader battle, except instead of the trainer having a monotype Pokemon team, he had a themed team. Rintaro works at a restaurant and had a Simisage, Simipour, and Simisir, seemingly a callback to Pokemon Black and White's restaurant-themed Striaton City Gym, run by Cylan, Chili, and Cress, whose partner Pokemon were the pre-evolutions of this trainer's lineup. It was a pretty cool battle, and I look forward to seeing other trainers' teams as I crush their dreams to climb the ranks. Finally, in the fourth part of the demo, I fought a rogue Mega Evolved Pokemon. In the first demo I played at the Pokemon World Championships, I faced a Mega Absol, but this time it was the larger-than-life, recently revealed Mega Victreebel. I also had 3 Pokemon capable of Mega Evolution at my disposal, a Houndoom, an Absol, and a Gardevoir. The battle against Mega Victreebel was more ferocious than the tutorial fight against Mega Absol, despite Naveen fighting by my side, but I welcomed the challenge. Its attacks left poison on the ground, making it more difficult to avoid damage, while I simultaneously dished out commands and picked up Mega Power Orbs to Mega Evolve my Pokemon. When my first Mega Evolution Pokemon fainted, I thought I was screwed. In the core Pokemon games, you can only Mega Evolve one Pokemon per battle and can't Mega Evolve again, even if your first Mega Evolution Pokemon faints. Unexpectedly, that wasn't the case during this battle in Legend ZA. I was able to Mega Evolve all 3 of my Pokemon as long as I gathered the required Mega Power. I didn't get to test if this works in trainer battles, so I asked. And I was essentially told you're not limited to single Mega Evolutions per battle as long as you have the Mega Stone and Mega Power to support it. This is evidently possible when up against rogue Mega Evolved Pokemon, and likely possible in wild zones, since the Mega Ring fills up with energy with each attack and by collecting energy from breakable crystals. I'm curious how exactly this would work in trainer battles. In our demo, we weren't high enough rank to access Mega Power in the trainer battle portions, so we'll just have to test that later. Speaking of Mega Power, this resource does more than just allow your Pokemon to Mega Evolve. See, you can also use Mega Power to power up a Pokemon's move into a plus move, which packs more of a punch than usual. This power-up can be activated by pressing the plus button on the controller. I can't really see a reason to do this instead of saving up Mega Power to Mega Evolve, since Mega Evolve
like an
Pokemon's
EX
moves
attack in
are
a fighting
automatically
game,
plus
basically.
moves. However, it could be a great mechanic to help Pokemon unable to Mega Evolve from becoming entirely obsolete. This would be especially important if you can actually Mega Evolve as many times as you want in trainer battles, solving the potential problem this freedom would have caused. Here's the thing, it's so difficult not to compare
Probably
Legends
for
ZA
competitive,
to
like I
Legends
said, it sounds like
Arceus,
EX
as the
attacks in the
predecessor
fighting
set
games.
expectations I feel like weren't met. I liked Pokemon Legends Arceus' slightly modified battle system. The turn-based battles were just different enough with the introduction of speed and strong styles to mix things up. I also loved Arceus' blast from the past feudal setting, which allowed for some really cool and unprecedented Pokemon lore exploration. It triumphantly set itself apart from the rest of the mainline game's very modern settings, and this was my highest expectation for the Legends series. It honestly makes me wonder if there will be time travel stuff in Legends ZA to bridge this gap. After watching its intro cutscene and playing overall more than an hour of Legends ZA, I have to say I'm still skeptical if I'll appreciate this experience more than I did Legends Arceus. But I didn't dislike anything I've played or seen, and I absolutely had fun with it. Legends ZA's gameplay loop is unique, and I'm looking forward to experimenting with and mastering the new real-time battle system. I appreciate the risks Pokemon is taking here. I just hope they fully pay off. For more on Pokemon Legends ZA, don't miss the official story trailer and the game overview trailer. And for everything else in the world of video games, throw your Pokeball over at IGN.
Okay, okay. That seemed like it looks good. Like I'm most definitely probably gonna pick it up like right away. Oh, the Xbox ROG Ally. Did they have prices for that shit yet? That ROG Ally shit, bro. God dang.
Hey, we recently went to Capcom to get hands-on for the first time with Monster Hunter Stories.
So you wanna do
3
Monster
Twisted
Hunter
Reflection.
Stories?
It's an early mission where you play as a ranger, where you get to form bonds with your monsties, get to grips with some traversal, and of course, take a stab at some turn-based combat.
This game looks pretty good though. I like the graphics.
Build, and we captured
Presentation.
this footage
Oh,
on PS5.
random battles?
The game
Oh
releases on March
no.
13th, 2026.
I don't like random
Keep your
battles,
eyes peeled
bro.
to GameSpot for more.
Not for modern games anyway. Random battles? Why? Why is it random battles, bro? Oh no. I feel like this is kind of a... I don't know, man. I feel like there's no reason to have random battles in any modern games. I just don't see the point. You could have easily just had these guys on the map so you can see them and avoid them if possible, you know? Oh my goodness. This is the video that Anna linked. She wanted to watch this one. Wait, is Anna still here? Did she leave? Red Brahan? What was that thing's name? Brahana? Brahabra? What the heck? Brahabra? Nahabra. I think that's how you're supposed to say it. Nahabra. Red Nahabra.
You did it! Yeah, we did it!
Okay. Oh, hey, Anna. Silent Hill F runs at 360p on PS5 performance mode? What? So it can hit like what, 60 FPS? Is that is that like a Digital Foundry thing? Did they put out a video for that? Link that shit. If there's a video for it, I'll watch that one next. We can watch that one next. It's upscaled from 360p to 1080p. I mean, the upscaling nowadays is crazy. It's crazy. I think Switch games have that too. I think like cause you know like Cyberpunk, it's like that too. It's like it's like really low resolution. It's upscaled to like 1080p. Cyberpunk on Switch 2 is like that too. It's really insane. It's like, wow, this game looks really good, but the, like internal resolution's like low as hell. Well, yeah, I mean it's native. No. It's not native 900. I don't think. It's lower than that. It's pretty low, I think. They upscale that shit. Ooh, hold on. Ooh. Hold up. Let me grab it real quick, and then I'll we'll watch that one next. I mean, what are your guys' thoughts on the random battles, bro? I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of this. I don't like the fact that this is random battles. I didn't realize this was a random battle game. This is crazy. Why is it random battles? Why do they do that?
It really does look like a giant egg.
Well, they do call it egg quartz for a reason.
Egg quartz?
What's that inside?
It's like a monster
Kezu.
in there. A Kezu?
Hardly see any these days, but they were once pretty common.
Is it, alright to touch?
Of course. It's not like you're going to hurt it. The first egg quartz was discovered around
200 years ago. After that, however, there were no other discoveries until 10 years ago, when people started finding egg quartz everywhere.
Oh, them shit's gonna break out or something?
No one knows. There's no rhyme or reason to where egg quartz appears, or what monsters it encases. With that said, I think getting to the bottom of the encroachment is our duty as rangers.
Unraveling the world's greatest mysteries? Man, the Rangers are so cool. This is when most rookies get cold feet. Courage is commendable, but safety comes first. No matter what happens, don't forget that. I'll take that to heart, sir. Sir? That's not bad.
Okay.
Yes.
What? Okay, so is this like is this story? I don't know nothing about this story for these games. Is this like a continuation of the other last games, or are they like their own contained stories for these games? Like this Monster Hunter Stories 1 is that like a direct sequel to Monster Hunter Stories 2? And this is supposed to be a direct sequel to Monster Hunter Stories 2, I guess? Or are they like separate?
Look!
Yeah. Monster eggs.
That's a rare pattern. Are they bird wyvern eggs? It could be an ultra-rare endangered species.
I wouldn't get my hopes up. Look, the calling card.
I recognize that feather.
Here it comes.
Uh-oh.
Watch out for aerial attacks!
Rudy!
This is nothing. We're not backing down. Bring it on!
What the heck?
It's hostile. We have to calm it down.
Ratha!
Stories 1 has a Rathalos called One-Eyed Ratha. Stories 2 has a Rathalos called Ratha. Right, but like, are the stories like, are they their own separate thing? Or are they connected? Are they sequels? Do they just take place in the same world, but they're still kind of separate? They're connected? Okay. So like, if you want to play this one, then you should play 1 and 2 first, probably.
Let's go.
Okay, that makes sense. But they're also, aren't they they're not remastering, but they're remastering 1 and 2, or they're releasing them. They're re-releasing them, at least on Xbox they are. I mean, they're already on Switch, so I think the first and second one are on Switch, right? They're already they already remastered one. Yeah. It's on Switch. But they're just releasing 2 on Xbox, but it's already been, I think 2 was originally released on the Switch. So they'll probably just have it like upscaled or whatever. Maybe they'll put out a patch for Switch 2. That'll be nice. Have a, little upscaling patch. Synchro Rush? Dude, that feels like Trails of the Sky. They have that same type of attack thing. Matter of fact, even Persona has like these synchronized attack things too. That's crazy. All these games kind of have some of the same like mechanics. Like when you stun or do something like that, then you could do like a synchronized attack with your whole party.
So, listen.
Or like a group attack thing. Persona started it? Did it? You mean like from the stun mechanic and shit? In 1996? So in 1996 they had it so you stun and then you do like a group attack? Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Persona 1 had it. Okay, okay, yeah. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
You ready, Captain?
Yeah!
Remember though, remember. Remember that game that had team attacks before Persona 1 though. Remember that game, right? You know that game I'm talking about, right? Where you could combine your attacks with your party. You know what game that is? You know what game that is, guys?
That. It's gone feral.
Paul and Nemo. Xenogears came out after Shin Megami Tensei. If not talking about Xenogears. Not talking about Xenogears. There's another game. Oh fuck, it's mid trigger. Oh, mid trigger? Really? Mid trigger? No. No. Paul and Mono will be scared. Oh my, a check bar. Oh, is that what that is? Thea is paralyzed and can't move. Damn. You got fucked up. Oh, this is that thing you were talking about before, the feral shit? If Chrono Trigger gets second a 2D 3D remake, I'll play it. Nah, you don't need a 2D 3D remake. You should just play it right now. The game it still holds up well. Do I need to stream that game? Like, for real? Do I need to stream it? The game holds up even today. The game is well made. It's a well made, fun game. You could pop it up right now. You don't own the game. Well, you should buy it. That's what I'm saying. You should buy it. No, it's not. Dude, get it on Steam. It's on Steam. You could buy it on Steam. It's probably not even $20. Just buy it. Literally, you can literally buy it, an official version on Steam. It's up there. So if you can't get the DS version, if you can't get the DS version, just get the Steam version. How about that? Because you don't need the Super Nintendo version anyway. The DS version is better than the Super Nintendo version. The Steam version is kind of like, but it's still good. It's still fine. I think they might have like, I don't know. It's fine. I think. I don't know. I'll have to double check it, but I've heard some stuff. But I'm sure it's completely playable. I don't think there's an issue with just playing it casually. Because you got to think, like, you know, the game is not super, like, it's not, like, graphically insane or anything. It's literally just 2D pixel art, so I don't know. I'll have to double check it. There are definitely some things with it, but I think people have also released, like, their own, like, little patches for it, you know? I can check on it, but I mean, I'll try it out. I'll try it out. Not right now, but you know, later on. I'll try to play the Steam version and see how it is. Because I've played every version. I can tell the worst version is definitely the PlayStation version. That version was pretty bad. That was an actual bad version. I'll compare it to the Steam version. I don't think the Steam version is that bad. I hope not anyway. Pretty sure it isn't.
Let's do this. Amazing.
Part broken. Oh shit. Here we go. can't move. Oh. Toppled. Oh, there we go. Topple. Topple locking. Toppling. That's from Xenoblade. I can say that for sure. That's a Xenoblade thing. So Xenoblade's got one on the board at least. Not totally out of the game yet. Oh shit. Damn. Wait, does this guy have these attacks in the game? Like, can he throw out lightning bolts like that and shit? I'm just like, yo, what the fuck? This guy's going crazy. Can he do all that shit in the game? Because that looks nuts trying to fight that shit. He's behaving strangely. Uh-oh. You say Ratha? Wait, is that the same one from the other games? Looks like the same name. It's like a dive kick. You managed to slay him. Okay. Nice.
On to the next.
Uh-huh. You alright? Yeah, I'm fine. Thanks to all of you.
Thank you, Captain. But all I really did was try to survive. But what was a feral monster doing here of all places? That was really terrifying. Now I understand how one of them could destroy an entire ecosystem.
Yeah. There isn't a writer alive who could control one. The best thing we can do for these ecosystems is to take them out.
It looked like a regular Chotacabra to me, but it was so strong. Where'd all that power come from?
That's what we Rangers are here to find out.
We've got our work cut out for us. I'm all in.
Well, with your inaugural expedition complete, you are now officially a Ranger. Welcome aboard.
Roger.
It's about time we head back. Oh, here. This Paolumu egg belongs to you.
To me? You mean it?
To commemorate your first egg, raise it well.
I will. Thank you so much.
Come on, let's hatch these eggs.
Hatching the eggs. Alright, cool. Pretty cool. Hold on, I'm gonna pull this up. I'm not gonna watch it yet. I'm gonna watch this the thing you said, the optimized thing or whatever. Let's see this. Optimized for 360p.
How do you notice anything weird about this image? I feel like there's like a little number, maybe a number that's a little bit too small.
Oh yeah, upscaled from 720 to 360p.
This game is being upscaled.
That's crazy.
From as low as 360p up to not even 4K on a console, even though the PS5 is supposed to be a 4K console. Yeah, it's only going up to 1800p, but maybe console players won't notice, you know what I mean? But 360p, that sounds insane. Yes, it's going dynamically. It's trying to use less resolution when the game is really hard to run, and then get more to try to achieve 60 FPS all the time. But yeah. I feel like we haven't seen resolutions like that since I was born in 2002. Maybe Mario 64 was playing at 360p. Maybe I feel like that was higher res than that. And combining that with this little splash screen that happens when you open the game, and it does not get me exactly excited about the performance in Silent Hill F. Nowadays, consoles and PCs are honestly pretty damn close to each other, and I was like, dude, this feels almost too crazy to be true. And you even see some scenarios that on PlayStation Performance Mode to get 60 FPS, upscaling from as low as 360p, that there is some differences with like the ambient occlusion in the game. The environment doesn't quite look the same, and you can also clearly see the sharpness differences between quality mode and that. And there's even the PS5 Pro version compared to the quality modes on the base PS5. And then you'll see the PS5 Pro almost looks like there's this like built-in noise to it. The upscaling technology that they're using within the game has this weird artifact to it. And they still have not fixed that on the PS5 Pro to this point in time, at least in Silent Hill F. This is also happening in the Silent Hill 2 remake that was also built in Unreal Engine 5. I see these things from some other YouTubers, and it's not looking that good.
Oh! What was that? Oh, the stutters are here, man.
Despite the frame rate being solid,
wasn't this like a big thing with Silent Hill in general? Because apparently, I remember people were complaining about this for Silent Hill 2 remake as well. It's like all the fog and shit, like with all the alpha effects or something like that. I think it was just causing like a ton of problems because there was like somebody on PC who was like playing it. Or not playing it. There was somebody on PC who modded it. They took out all the fog, and the game ran like a lot better or something like that. They just took all the fog out. Also, I think a part of it too was because when they took the fog out, it was still rendering like everything, like the whole cityscape or whatever. All the environments are still being rendered, even though you can't see shit. You can't see that far. The game is still rendering like all this geometry and shit like in the back, so it's kind of weird.
The game, I did find a couple of sections where it was a bit more choppy.
Still, it is an Unreal Engine 5 game, but thankfully there's no stuttering. Randy Pitchford will say it's fake.
And this is
wait, what? Every PC game must accept the reality of the relationship between their hardware and what the software they are running smoothly. The publisher of a game is responsible for providing accurate, recommend, and minimal spec, since the consumer has absolutely no way to check out the game is going to run. Yeah, that's true.
It's so obviously bad now that I was able to perfectly predict when a stutter was going to happen in this game. I'm expecting a stutter here. Yep.
Yeah. It's because it's loading
it's like
a section.
With Unreal Engine. It's like, oh, there's an area change.
Yep.
Stutter. So there's some people saying that, oh, it's
areas.
stuttery mess, Unreal Engine 5 slop. But then there's other people who are like, oh, we didn't even notice a difference. And this could be an area that is actually optimized on consoles that does make sense for consoles, which we'll go over. Why are so many games launching in this weird way where they're relying on upscaling as slow as 360p? But then I get some mixed messages from like Digital Foundry.
Image quality is really the primary differentiator here. Performance mode is soft but stable, with a 1080p-like resolve, judging from comparisons to the PC code. Internal resolutions here fall around 1080p as well. 1080p as well. 1080p as well.
But then Digital Foundry is saying that it's like 1080p upscaled. And I don't really know what is correct, but what I do have and what I can do is basically simulate a PS5 on PC and see just how bad the situation is. So this is a PS5 GPU, and I have a graphics card that is basically the exact same thing, the RX 6700. Then I can combine that with a CPU that is basically the same as a PS5 CPU as well, and really put this to the test. Also on PC, for some reason, at least in the main menu of the game, you can't hit escape to go back through the settings menu, which is just weird.
Yeah, that's bad. Oh, nice.
Yeah, loading into the game on this system isn't a very good experience. As you can tell, it's very well optimized for PC and everything. Not exactly great.
Jeez.
All right, so what we're gonna do is walk through here, and then you get a stutter immediately walking through this zone. Get another stutter, which was massive. Did you see how big that one was?
Yeah, that was crazy.
Hopefully this translates as well for you guys. And then another stutter. And another stutter. One of the major issues is because, you know, the GPU right now we're upscaling from 900p up to 1800p, which is similar to what the guy kind of was saying about the PS5 on the performance mode to get 60 FPS. Yes, we're getting technically 60 FPS, but because our CPU is pretty slow, it has these problems with shaders. So when you load up this game, it does a shader pre-compilation.
Yeah, the pre-compilation, yeah.
These are the effects in the game that are supposed to be...
This is what's so crazy. This shit, with these pre-compilation fucking shader things, are supposed to prevent stutters in the first place. This is you're forced to do this. Like, this is mandatory. You can't skip this shit. And the whole point of doing this is so it can get all the stuttering shit out of the way. But then the games still fucking stutter. It's insane.
Processed on your GPU, but they need to be pre-computed so that you don't run into these stutters, and they need to be cached.
Yeah,
so
dude. Oh my fuck. So ridiculous.
You can call on these effects without using a ton of resources on your system. You cache these shaders typically before you play the game, but their shader pre-compilation that is supposed to cover all this is not very long. So you end up with this issue where these shaders are getting compiled as you're playing. And your CPU is the one that handles most of this shader compilation stuff. So if your CPU is kind of slow, kind of like the one that's in the PS5, then it's not going to run all that well. And this could be a thing that is optimized for PS5 because technically when we cache shaders, so for a PS5, if all the hardware is technically the same between every single model, then that means that they could just compile that once and then set it to download onto your PS5 and then have that already pre-cached without having to do a whole shader compilation thing. So on PC, you have to deal with it. This happens even on a very, very fast CPU like the 9800X3D. You know, when I was playing that with a freaking 5090 in the system, I'm still getting stutters.
That's insane.
Still some weird shit. Now, in terms of like
Holy
actual performance,
fuck, bro.
I don't think this game is bad at all. You know, the 6700,
it's just badly
yes,
optimized.
It's a GPU in the PS5, but if you think your PS5 is super fast, then you're probably wrong, buddy. Because the 6700 is not a very fast GPU nowadays. We can upscale to 1800p from 900p and get, you know, in the 70s, at least in this area. Now, it depends on the area of the game. Like, the earlier section in the game is literally like a forest and is super, super hard to run. And the 6700 struggles there. We're still getting over 60 FPS in that area. I think this is very playable. The game looks visually good. We're at high settings. They were using Lumen, Nanite, all the rate.
Honestly, if your game sucks on consoles and it's completely the dev's fault, yeah, that's that is correct, because on a console there's only one, maybe a couple, maybe like two, but the thing is, even if there's like 2 or 3 builds for a console, they're all there's only 3, and you know exactly what those builds are. There's no reason why you shouldn't be able to optimize them perfectly for each one of those builds. And then we still run into these problems. It's like, man, it's like you don't want to place all the blame on the devs, because it's also, you got to remember, it's a business. You know how shit goes. They want this game coming out at this time, so you have to rush it. That's why so many games nowadays come out and they need to be patched later, because the shareholders and whoever the fuck else that is paying for this shit wants their money back. And so they'll just put out this fucking half-finished game all the time. That is such a huge issue in general. But I feel like that's probably what happened here. Maybe. Because even Silent Hill 2 wasn't running like the best. Honestly, because I have one specific hardware. Yeah. Nintendo doesn't rush games. Just had a huge hardware bottleneck. Yeah. But I mean, which Nintendo games were running like with stutters? They were running badly. I feel like most Nintendo games don't really run that bad. Tears of the Kingdom, that was definitely a bottleneck, I feel like, going on with that. Same thing with Xeno 3. It's like it's kind of like, even Xeno 2 though. I feel like Xeno 2 is a better kind of comparison than Xeno 3, because Xeno 3 seems to run, it looks and runs better, I think, than Xeno 2. Xeno 2 is one of those things where it's like, you know, that's a developer thing probably, but of course we know they had a small team when they were making Xeno 2, so I feel like that's kind of a thing. Yeah, PS5 isn't a bottleneck. Yeah, that's the thing. That's like the most powerful system, right? Like PS5 Pro. You know, they tote how much more power. People always talk about, oh, Nintendo Switch is so underpowered, yada, yada, yada. And yet, most of the Nintendo games, at least they're not like stuttering, I guess. That's what I could say. But it is definitely like an older system at this point, older hardware. But you see the thing that's crazy though, You see the thing that's crazy? When they port over a Switch game to the Switch 2, it runs at 4K 60 FPS. You know what I mean? Like that's how much they held back on trying to like on the Switch stuff. Cuz they literally just put out a Switch 2 edition for like Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild, and it doesn't have no problems at all apparently. From what people are saying, it just runs perfectly at 60 and it's 4K, so it's like kind of crazy. Actually, how the fuck do you lag on a 5090? I think the 5090 thing, that's like I said, the stutter, that's a bottleneck I think maybe from the CPU. But it is a dev thing. But again, I feel like a part of it is the rush to get the shit out, which is like I said, I don't want to place all the blame on the devs, because we know that publishers, shareholders, they want these games out whether they're finished or not. Like they don't care for most games. Some games will get proper development time. They will get the proper time in the oven for them to get finished, you know. That does happen. Nintendo games are amazingly optimized for the hardware they're making it for. The Switch was already really weak. Yeah, that's the thing. It's literally a fucking tablet. It's just a tablet. If you take the Joy-Cons off of the Switch, it's literally just a tablet. That's all it is. It has a touch screen and everything. Like, it's crazy. Like, what the fuck? This is literally just like a fucking regular ass tablet. And in fact, I'm pretty sure the Switch was a lot weaker than tablets that were out when it released. Even phones were more powerful than the Switch when it released. So it's kind of crazy that they were able to do what they were able to do. I don't know, man. It's crazy. Shit runs Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild. Yeah, that's kind of the thing. And that's the only reason I feel like they run as well as they do, even if there's some slowdown in some places, is because they took so long to develop it, like you said. But I like Zelda games, I feel like are different. Like they're not just like Silent Hill is just like a regular AAA game. It's not like let's compare. Let's make a comparison to something like Silent Hill to a game like Grand Theft Auto, right? Like Grand Theft Auto, they're going to delay that game over and over and over again until it's like perfect. You know what I mean? But Silent Hill is just a regular ass AAA game. Like they don't care. They don't really give a shit. So again, I don't want to place full blame on the devs. They are partially responsible, but I'm pretty sure they were under time constraints and stuff as well. You know, so, and like for Zelda, you know, they literally delayed. Tears of the Kingdom was finished the year before it actually released because they wanted to make sure that game was running as good as possible, to try to work out as much of the bugs and optimize it as well as as good as possible when that game actually released. And also something to remember too, Tears of the Kingdom had a day one patch. If you have the cartridge of the, like when that game first released and you play that game and you don't patch it, it actually runs like worse, I think. There was a day one patch that actually improved the performance of that game too. So that's even crazier, kind of stuff, you know?
I think the game looks genuinely pretty good.
So they were still like up until Tears of the Kingdom released, they were still working on it and still trying to make sure it was running, you know, like as good as possible. That's pretty crazy.
So in terms of an Unreal Engine game, this one has surprised me. I did not think that this would ever happen, especially judging by Silent Hill 2 Remake, which was built on Unreal Engine 5, and how many issues that game had. And then you're seeing this game with not that many problems, and that gets me kind of happy. All right?
See, he was talking about the first one and how bad it was. And this one, he's saying it's not nearly as bad. So they have improved, at least, it seems like.
To try to expand those results on the 6700, because I did test some other things, and this only allows you to upscale from 900p to 1800p because it only allows you to go to FSR performance upscaling. That's 50% scale. So I'd had to use another program and bring in Optiscaler to try to push my upscaling even further. And from that point, we're able to upscale from like 720p, I think it was, up to 1800p. And at that point, the game looked pretty rough, but the performance wasn't Literally the worst thing in the world. We're getting over 70 FPS, going up to 1800p high settings. You could put an FPS cap on there and then you'd be running like a PS5 at this point. I also tried something funny where this game, it shows how unoptimized or weird it can be. You can turn off lumen in the game, which handles the global illumination, which means that it lights the scenes basically. If you turn that off, the entire game just falls the f apart. If you turn off lumen, there's nothing there to take its place. Now with this, I also turned on screen space reflections instead of lumen reflections.
Yeah,
yes, we did actually get quite a bit of extra frames with this. We went from around the high 40s with it all on, and then like 70 FPS with all that shit off. But I would never play the game like this. It looks absolutely atrocious. The first time I saw it without lumen in the game, let's turn off GI. Wow, that looks... What in the...
Yeah, so they didn't even that's crazy. They didn't fucking have it set to where if lumen wasn't active, they didn't have their own like shading and stuff. Because a lot of times, you know, they'll have a game set without all the, you know, without all the post processing stuff like lumen or like, you know, like whatchamacallit, like RTX, you know, ray tracing and stuff. And it looks like they didn't really do that much with it.
Hollering, what the f is going on here? What, yeah, incarnation?
So they didn't even have anything like any type of other system set if lumen was off. That's
1080p
crazy.
High settings, not using upscaling, and Unreal Engine 5 that relies so much on upscaling, you can still get over 60 FPS typically in one of the more demanding sections of the game. I think it's very, very reasonable performance from a type of game like this. Like if you were to go to Unreal Engine 5 with Borderlands 4, it running pretty poorly, that's not great because you need some frames in that game to get some, you know, you need reaction times. It's a first-person shooter. It's pretty quick paced. Having higher frame rate in that game matters quite a bit more, whereas in Silent Hill F, 60 FPS, you know, there is some combat in the game, but I don't think it's that crazy. And I think you can get away with like 60 FPS. I think it feels pretty smooth. I even kind of like playing this game with motion blur on. I know, curse me. Smite me from where I stand or sit. Now you can try upscaling at 4K as well. And at performance mode, so 1080p upscaled to 4K, you can get about 60 FPS on the 6700 high settings. The game still looks decent enough. I'm not upset with that at all. I think it's actually pretty damn good performance. And that brings me to, hey, we can check out the RTX 4060 in the game, which is the most popular GPU in the world at the moment. And at 1080p, 4060. Yeah, you could max it out on the 4060. Isn't a great experience. You're only getting like maybe 40 FPS, and I just wouldn't really recommend you really playing with that. You could try to upscale at 1080p and get away with that, and it's just not really that great of an experience. You're getting just barely 60. I would prefer to just turn down the settings a little bit. And from an Unreal Engine 5 game, compared to a lot of the other ones on the 4060 that run like ass, I don't think this is that bad. We can get like 60 FPS at native high settings at 1080p. Not bad at all. You could also upscale and get over 80 FPS with DLSS. Now, something I want to point out that has completely boggled my mind with this game, if you turn on TSR, which is the typical upscaler that's built into Unreal Engine 5, it seems like you get worse performance than running at native. You're getting like 50 FPS. Like, why the f is it worse? I'm confused. Is this even working right? I'm confused. You go into the settings menu as well. There's like the screen percentage thing, which would typically be a sign of upscaling. You could turn that down and upscale to make up the gap to your native resolution, but that doesn't really seem to work either. It makes the game look absolutely awful if you turn it on with TSR. But then you also jump in and it seems like other upscalers run perfectly fine. Like here's TSR on the left and then DLSS on the right, NVIDIA's upscaler. And you get over 80 FPS on NVIDIA's. And why is Unreal Engine 1 broken? I just don't get it. Like, we're on PC, we kind of need upscalers and stuff. And I was confused if the consoles were using TSR, and that's why the performance was so bad. Digital Foundry even said it.
I think TSR is the image treatment of choice based on certain artifact patterns in the final image.
So I don't recommend using TSR in this game at all because it tanks your performance. I don't understand why, and it doesn't even look like better.
Yeah, look at DLSS 3. Oh my god, it's way higher FPS and it looks better.
And we can also step up to the RTX 4070 Super,
DLSS
basically on par with the RTX 5070 nowadays, which is about $550. If we want to play it maxed out native 4K, the performance isn't that great. You will notice that I'm considering TSR quality as being basically native because TSR just doesn't work right. And for some reason at 4K, it doesn't allow you to use native TAA. I don't know why, but the option just does not show up. Let me know if you have a different experience. It appears for me at different resolutions though, just not 4K. But if you really wanted to, you could upscale from 1080p up to 4K and now get over 60 FPS on the 4070 Super, and I don't actually think the game looks that bad with this performance. So I'm not exactly hating this at the moment. But more reasonable graphics settings would be, oh, you could turn it to quality mode with high settings at 4K. I think the 4070 Super getting almost 70 FPS in the game, really not that bad. I think that performance is extremely reasonable. And really this card is built for 1440p, and unlike so many other Unreal Engine 5 games, you could actually max this out at 1440p and still have a playable experience. You know, you're getting almost 60 FPS in a game like this. I don't think that's actually the end of the world. Then you could just upscale that at 1440p and get like 80 frames. Really, the performance extremely freaking reasonable if you want to max it out. But if you don't even want to upscale and you just want to turn down settings, you could just turn it out to high settings and get almost 80 FPS as well at 1440p. Very, very good performance for an Unreal Engine 5 game. Last card that I tested and I wanted to show you was the RX 9070 XT. Now this guy's a pretty damn fast graphics card, but I thought was interesting is that they do support FSR4 upscaling because upscaling is important nowadays. This was supported day one at launch, which isn't exactly common in terms of a lot of AMD's drivers and stuff. But yeah, you can go in there, it's enabled, you can do it day one. And the FSR4 upscaling does look pretty damn good compared to FSR 3.1, which is also in the game. Now, if you want to max out this game at 4K, again, we're using TSR quality technically, which doesn't really make a ton of sense. But, you know, getting about 30 FPS or so, not a great experience, but it does technically work. Now, if I were to actually do this myself, I would upscale. You could damn near get 60 FPS at 4K. Here's FSR 3.1 on the left, and then 4 on the right. Go to 1440p, and this game can be maxed out on the 9070 XT, native 1440p, getting 60 FPS, which I think is very reasonable performance for this type of game. Or if you want to turn the settings down to high, your FPS increase is actually kind of insane. You're going from like the mid 60s to like almost 100 FPS.
Holy shit.
That's probably how I would play the game. I don't think it's necessary to completely max these games out unless you're playing on a goddamn 5090. So the performance is pretty good across the board on a lot of these different graphics cards. However, this game does have its fair share of quirks. Obviously the TSR thing I mentioned earlier, also these stutters. It harkens back to a lot of what people were saying is like, I just felt it was kind of stuttery. Especially on PC, you're gonna feel that more. I also noticed this weird graphical bug where if you're just standing still and you look and it seems like there is a faint grid pattern printed over the screen. I don't exactly know why that's the case. If
it's
you
like
know
a film
why
thing or something, maybe
let me know because
it looks
I
like
am
it was like
freaking
a
confused and you just kind of
it's
don't
almost
notice
like
it
a
when you're
cloth
in
or
motion, but like
something.
it's there. Now I can say I have actually seen this in other games as well. I don't know what
That's
examples
weird.
but I remember running into this in typically Unreal Engine 5 games. And graphically, I think the game looks quite good and we're getting decent performance. We just have some of these weird quirks, like the setting menus aren't built for PC. You can't turn down the resolution on PC, which is a weird thing. We don't have things like frame generation, which I think could have been a pretty good feature in this game. You also get this weird bug where or graphical anomaly where when you turn the camera, it kind of looks like things are being duplicated around, which I think is a problem with
ghosting?
the temporal stability, which is like upscalers and stuff take different frames over time and they try to combine them to make a stable image, and you could end up with these things. It just doesn't look quite right. It was one of the first things I noticed when I hopped into the game, but I didn't expect for this game to run so well, being Unreal Engine 5 and seeing the history with Silent Hill 2 remake. That surprised me also when I first saw this. I was like, damn, this game is going to run like absolute dog shit. And it surprised me. Like, I hope all Unreal Engine 5 games can end up being like this. Now, I will say that they probably took advantage of the art style of the game somewhat to try to keep the game running well. Obviously, Silent Hill is a very, very big series in terms of fog, you know? And you can use fog in the distance to hide things and render less things, which makes the game faster. Fog is like a built-in optimization hack if they do use it properly. I'm not sure if they're 100% using it properly here, but hey,
You're
it runs
tired.
pretty well. Or It's just the fact that they didn't make like these extremely large, expansive environments that take up a ton of resources. Maybe they limited.
Are you gonna get to bed? You gonna get some sleep? No. Oh. Another video? What is this one? I'm tired of arguing all day today. Who are you arguing with? What? What's going on?
This is the GT710. This GPU was considered slow in 2015 when it first came out, and 9 years later, it is 1,000% slower than integrated graphics. In 2024, you would get 10 times more FPS if you played games without a GPU. In fact, it is so bad, I can barely even run my fucking wallpaper at 24 FPS. In this video, I'm gonna try optimizing and overclocking this absolutely dog dookie graphics card to see if it can handle Fortnite or even anything, honestly. The first part of this challenge is finding an NVIDIA GeForce GT710. And I know damn well I'm not buying a new GT710 because somehow it is selling for an outrageous 100 fucking doubloons.
What the hell? Dude, fucking crazy. With my partner, you generally can't at this point. I legit have so many fucking full no's when she always gets away with half no's. Wait, what do you mean? Full nose and half nose? I'm not really sure what you mean. What's happening?
Explain how much of a ripoff this is. The graphics card I have right now is $400 US and is literally 5,593% faster than this glorified HDMI port that can't even run Google Chrome without overheating.
Jesus
so switching
Christ.
it out for one of these pieces of garbage will genuinely be a horrible experience. Unfortunately, I already own a GT710. My dad got it for $30 back in 2017, and I was running Roblox at 720p 2 FPS for that ultimate high-octane dopamine gaming.
I swear, my last video was 100.
Holy crap. What is that? Half nose and full nose? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. This guy playing Roblox?
Clickbait.
Dude, what even is that monitor?
Bro, what is this mouse?
Homeless people probably have a better gaming setup than this. And today, I'm just gonna throw all my privileges away. Goodbye to my $1,000 gaming PC. You will be missed. So, because this PC is unironically older than Fortnite, it actually struggled to even install the game. If you look at the minimum spec requirements, you need a minimum of Intel HD 4000 integrated graphics or an RX Vega 8 4000. And you guessed it, the GT710 is somehow 3 times slower than this integrated GPU that you probably never even heard of before. But I noticed something strange. How can these be the minimum requirements when one of them is 4 times faster than the other? Fortunately, this graphics card is barely 8% faster than the HD 4000, so we might have a chance at being able to boot into the Fortnite main menu. So here we are at my dad's setup. I low-key feel bad for him. I think World War II bunkers had faster PCs than this. So the first thing I did was boot up the PC.
Wow, this is even slower than I thought it was gonna be.
I've never even heard of an i5 3570. I thought there was an i7 4770K in here the entire time. This 3570 is so incredibly slow. Every click takes 5 seconds to register. It's like I have 1,000 ping in real life. I'm about to crash out. And of course, we have the star of the show, the GT710 with 2 gigabytes of VRAM in here. So maybe 240 FPS is not going to be possible. We started installing the Epic Games Launcher because the main point of this video is to see if there is any way we can make this GPU run a game. I then installed the latest drivers for the GT710, and to my surprise, the latest driver was released this year, despite the fact that this GPU came out nearly a decade ago. So then I tried to start the Fortnite download, and of course the base game has to be 60 gigaballs. We need to free up 26 gigabytes worth of storage to be able to install this singular game. This was going to be a tough task, so to try and clear out enough space, I went to install Vitral.
Like, I legit can't do what I like when I have to let her do what she likes. Oh, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Okay, so she's able to do whatever she wants, but it feels like you can't do whatever you want. Anything you want. But she gets to do every little thing she ever wants. Man, I don't know. I don't know, man. What is it that she's that's going on though? Like, you want to whiten my skin? You want to whiten your skin? What? Why? What the hell? Why do you want to do that? I mean, I guess, but that sounds weird. I'll be honest. Cause I want to be white. I'm gonna be honest, bro. That's weird. It's weird. It's very weird for you to just say that you want to be white. I don't know. I guess if that's what you want, you know, that's you. It's weird though. It is legitimately weird. It's just Asian culture. I mean, I understand that, but you know, it's unfortunate that you feel compelled to whiten your skin because of the beauty standards in the place that you live. That's what I'll say. I don't think there's anything wrong with darker skin. I'm darker skinned myself. Like, I've never felt the need to lighten my skin, but I kind of get it. But yeah, she got piercings and tattoos when I fucking said I absolutely hate them. I just hate it on me. I love Senna. Well, what? Like I said, that's your choice, man. That's your choice. But she doesn't want you to do it. I mean, I don't know. Just do it anyway if that's what you want to do. But I don't know, bro. That feels like such an extreme thing to do. I love Senna. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, like I said, just that whole situation
optimizer to just
it's like it just sucks that you're kind of having that, you know, that back and forth with your partner, you know, when you guys don't agree on it. And then you kind of have, now it's like you kind of have this stuff kind of built up over time where it's like, you know, you feel like she gets, I don't know what your guys' situation is, but, you know, you're saying she gets to do whatever she wants, even though you don't want her to do it. But anytime you want to do something, she doesn't let you do it. And it feels really unfair. That's just an unfortunate situation to be in, you know. It just kind of sucks all around. Let's say all your life you were called white and called prettier or being racist because of it, for being it, and suddenly you shifted countries and people changed what they call you from that to a darker skin tone. I have my whole life flipped around, being called racist. Like, people were white racists against me. Wait, what? So you're saying you were called white and called prettier. Okay, wait. So you're saying before people used to call you white and they used to call you prettier. When you were younger, but then you moved and now people are saying that you're not white, that you're darker skin. Is that what's happening? You're saying people were white racists against you? So they were saying you weren't white or you were white? Because right now you're saying you want to lighten your skin, so I'm assuming you have like a darker skin tone, or at least like maybe not super dark, but what? Like were you light skinned or you darker skinned? I don't know. I'm not laughing, but I'm just confused. You lived in a dark skinned area when I was like more brown side, okay? So people called me white. And then they were racist to me because I was white, like starching our cars, calling us white slurs, etc. Then I moved, and the entire objective flipped around. Okay, so they used to be racist towards you because you had light skin, but now people are racist towards you because you have dark skin? But your skin hasn't changed. It's just where you live changed. Okay. Yeah, the area changed. Your skin hasn't changed. But people are, it seems like no matter where you're the other area or now, people were saying stuff about your skin. You genuinely hate it now. Okay. Well, I mean, that's kind of what I was saying. Like before, is like you're letting. I mean, I don't know exactly how it is for you. Okay, I don't know, but it's like letting other people letting the world, the people, society kind of dictate something that is natural. Like that is your natural skin tone, right? Like you haven't done anything. That's just your natural skin. I feel like when it's like just your natural skin or your natural body and people are trying to talk shit about you, that's one of those things I feel like you have to it's like a self-esteem thing kind of, I guess. Just you shouldn't feel like you're obligated to conform to that. That's not how you naturally are. It's not like you did anything, right? That's the thing. That's why I feel like you shouldn't feel it's necessary to do that, if that makes sense. Like, why would you have to change your skin tone because people are making fun of you? They're being shitty towards you. You know what I mean? That's just shitty people. You shouldn't want to please shitty people. You shouldn't want to conform to how people are treating you terribly. And I understand it's probably not easy. But like, what the fuck? Like, that's crazy. If they're they're talking shit about you because they're talking about your skin, like, fuck them, bro. It's not fair. It ain't fair. You're right. It's not fair, but that's life. Life ain't fair at all. You just want to be normal. You are normal, though. There's nothing wrong with you. You're normal. How are you not normal? The people around you saying that type of shit aren't normal. They're fucking disgusting, honestly. That's pretty gross. Why does everything keep changing? I mean, I'm going to say that's life too, As you grow up, as you experience things, the world will change. You know? You should embrace change, though. You know, embracing change isn't like the worst thing, you know? Specifically, I'm talking like as, you know, you get older and things happen, you know, the world kind of changes. But, you know, if people are just being shitty towards you, like I said, because of like your skin color, like that's kind of fucking insane, regardless if you're lighter skin or darker skin. Like that is your natural skin tone. Like, what the fuck? I don't understand, dude. That's kind of insane. Why the fuck would people care? You know, that's like, yeah, I'm darker skinned, so what? Like, who is saying that to you? I guess that's what. Who the fuck is just telling you that shit? Like, that's just where you are, and everybody else is light skinned and you're not, and now people are just fucking racist. Like, what the fuck? Not everyone. Most people. Does your partner think that? Is your partner saying that about you? What does she feel? It's just gonna get worse when I move to Europe? No, she doesn't care. I feel like, I think, I'm gonna say this, I think you're wrong about Europe. I think it'll probably get better when you move to Europe. I don't know, maybe it will get worse, but I don't know. That's not a European thing so much. I don't think they really care as much. Because there are people that have more, you know, that more brown skin, darker skin. You know, there's also, obviously, they're lighter skin too. They're white people there, but I don't think they really care that much about it. Not like how Asians do anyway. She thinks it's deeply racist and unfair that I want to change my skin color. I mean, it sounds almost like internalized racism, almost, you know? Like, you're internalizing these racist things that people are saying about you. And it's like, it's not true. Like, whatever they're saying, it's just, you know, that's just people talking. There's not really, you can't. And here's the thing, too. I'm going to say this, too. It doesn't matter what you do. If you lighten your skin or you darken your skin, it doesn't fucking matter. People are going to talk shit about you regardless of what happens. They are going to talk shit. People talk shit. That's what people do because people are shitty. Something is going to happen. And I feel like the ultimate issue is that I don't want you to bleach your skin, right? And then nothing really changes for you, or you're still unhappy with how things are. That's kind of the whole point, I think. I think that's what the issue is. If there's something that you have that's natural, that's just a natural product of just your genetics, it's like you got to kind of learn to live with that, you know? I feel like that's the best way to kind of move forward. Accept yourself, accept what you are, who you are, accept how you look, and then, you know, you just kind of move forward from there because people are going to talk. They're going to talk regardless. It doesn't matter what you do. And I don't want you to do all that, bleach your skin, and then you end up still being unhappy with things. Because I feel like that might be what happens. What else can I do? How much can I ignore it? Like, to a certain degree, I can do it. Well, I guess it's like, how much, like, does this happen? Like, I don't know. Like I said, I don't really know what your actual situation is. I have no idea. I don't know what you're going through, right? So I can't say whether you should or shouldn't do something. I just feel it's probably not a good idea to take that route because of how people are in general. Like, you know, for that thing. I would say this, like, I'll give you an example of something that I would say, okay, yeah, get some work done, right? Like, let's say you have like fucked up teeth, right? Like your teeth are fucked up, they're crooked or they're miscolored or whatever the fuck. I would say definitely go to the dentist to get some work done. You know, I would say, yeah, you should probably do that. I don't think there's a big deal with that. And that's more, you know, I feel like it's not really as invasive either. Like, you know, you're not changing your whole self. You're just like kind of fixing your teeth, right? I think that's a different kind of like procedure and thing to get done, to do for yourself, that can ultimately make you feel better, feel more confident in the long run. But like your skin tone is like, maybe it'll help. It might help you. It might make you feel better. It might make you happy. The problem though is that, again, people are shitty people. Like, they're gonna talk shit regardless. And I don't know if that's the correct route to take when it seems like the issue is, you know, coming from other people. It's not like you can do it either ways. You're stuck now? What do you mean? Oh, because you're a partner that you're talking about? I mean, I don't know, man. That's a really, like I said, it's just a really complex situation. It's not just like an easy answer, obviously, for any of that stuff. It just sucks overall, you know. Only you can find the answer for yourself. That's the ultimate thing. I just hope that, you know, you, whatever choice you end up making does make you happy. Like, if you do choose to do that, I hope it does make you happy if you want to do that. It's just, you know, I just feel like it won't make a huge difference because people are probably still going to talk shit for some reason about something, you know, because that's how people are, unfortunately. I mean, okay, like, and again, I think the thing I'm confused why too is like, people just like say this shit to you like every day or something, like all the time. Is this something you always hear? Like, is it just when you're going to university? Is it when you're going out like to the store? Like, what the fuck? That seems kind of insane that you're having like people are just talking this much shit about you. It's not every day. That, and they're saying it like to your face and stuff too. Like, what the fuck? It's like 2 to 3 times a week. Who the fuck is even saying that, bro? Like, that's just, whoever that fucking person is should probably get punched in the mouth. Like, what the fuck? That's insane. Like, that's rude as hell. First off, racist. I think it is kind of racist to be like, yo, what the fuck? Talk about somebody's skin tone. That's insane. Like, bro, like, this is, like, leave me the fuck alone. Like, what the fuck? Like, what is going on with that? Like, what's even happening with that? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? Like I said, I feel like if you go to Europe, people won't do that. Because here's actually another thing too. If people are like saying like shit like that, like about your skin tone and stuff in Europe, I think that could be considered like a hate crime. I think that's illegal. Like, you can't do that shit in Europe, I don't think. That's why I feel like people, it would be better if you go to Europe, because they're not going to care. I don't think they're going to care, for first off. Secondly, I think you could be criminally charged for talking shit like that. I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's like that in Asia, wherever you are. You're in Singapore, right? It seems like it's not the case there, but I don't think you could just be like, oh, hey, your skin, talking shit about somebody's skin or something like that. Like, what the fuck, bro? That's racist as fuck. You can't just be talking shit about somebody like that. Like, you can go to prison for that. I think you go to jail, or at least get like some kind of legal charge or something on you. I don't know. I don't think that doesn't really happen in Europe. I don't think, not like that anyway. Not so blatant. Maybe it'll be a lot more subtle, or you might not even notice it.
Quickly,
but goddamn, bro.
From a bunch of useless software. But guess what? My PC is now detecting viruses. I
Nice.
can't even install Microsoft Visual C++ without a virus warning. My Google Chrome is deadass more paranoid than 2017 Fortnite kids when they're top 3 in solos. Anyways, we still didn't have enough space, so sadly this meant that we had to download Fortnite onto a hard drive.
This was the hard drive that I used to use back in 2017.
Which not only meant that this download was going to take the entire day, but loading into the game would take forever too. And this hard drive ended up being even worse than I could have ever imagined. You might be thinking, oh, you played on this PC in 2017, it must be from 2017. No. This hard drive was from 2006. There is a 40% chance that you are younger than my hard drive. So I started the download at 2:30, and my future is not looking.
Dude, I still got a hard drive from like the fucking 90s, bro.
Very bright. We averaged about 1.5 megabytes per second, which is literally nothing compared to the average internet speed in America. And let me remind you, the file is 58,600 megabytes. Putting this into a calculator, I found out that downloading Fortnite will take me almost 11 hours.
Oh my
Some
god.
nothing too crazy. To be extremely productive during these 11 hours, I spent the whole day playing Tomb Raider 2013 to get this gameplay on screen. So then I came downstairs at 8 p.m. just to see that we are 95% done and all my PC has to do is verify the files. Normally this process would take around 20 to 30 seconds on a Gen 3 SSD or newer, but this is a hard drive.
Yeah, it's gonna take forever. It's gonna take forever, that reading, writing.
20 to 30 minutes.
Yeah.
But boy was I wrong. I went out to play some ball for like half an hour to come back just to see 98%. This wasn't even funny to me anymore. I was actually about to lose it. When I came back downstairs to check on the download, we finally have Fortnite installed. It only took us about 8 hours, which was quite the relief. So with Fortnite installed, we are finally going to see just how well the GT 710 can perform without any optimizations. We were barely even getting double-digit FPS in the lobby, with absolutely nothing happening on the screen, but the FPS was stuck at 54. This was the most stable FPS I've ever seen. If you look at the FPS on my other PC, the numbers are almost never the same. But the GT 710 seems to do a pretty good job at being a completely unusable graphics card. So if you want to waste $20 on something, this might just be the move.
Like this is just horrible, bro. Like and this mouse, bro, it doesn't have side buttons. And then this keyboard, like we don't even start talking about the keyboard. How do you even use this? But yeah, this is basically just hell. So let's try and optimize this thing and see if we can get more FPS.
So I went back to Vitral Optimizer, mindlessly enabled all the optimizations, debloated and cleaned my PC, hoping for some better results afterwards. From 54 to 66, honestly that was not nearly as bad as I expected. Usually these optimizations work the best on mid-range computers like my laptop, where I got from 240 to 440, but a 12 FPS boost at this level is definitely pretty impressive. This was still pretty unplayable, especially for competitive players, and even for a casual like me, I feel like if you have anything less than stable 165, there's definitely a significant disadvantage. Either way, I had to try dropping the 3D resolution to 60%, as that would reduce the game resolution from 1080p to 648p. Even then, this decade-old dumpster wreck still got less than 100 FPS.
My bad, I'm eating right now, but I just realized that this is a side button. That is pretty useful. Oh my god, this is the other side button. Holy crap, this has 2 side buttons, bro.
You would think that's where we stop and give up and conclude that the GT 710 is straight up butt cheek water. And technically you're right. There's no universe where this is worth remotely close to $20, but we must keep pushing forward. I am not the type to give up this easy. I shut off the PC, unplugged all the wires, put it on the floor, opened the case, and gently ripped out the GT 710 from its home. You're mine now. I'm gonna have to put this back in my dad's PC before he beats me up when he comes home tonight, so we're in a bit of a time crunch. So I gently, aggressively removed the RX 6900 XT from my main PC.
Last time I tried taking out this GPU to put in an SSD, I broke the clip on my motherboard
by ruthlessly yanking it out and replaced it with the absolutely minuscule, average size GT 710. It doesn't even fit the slot. It doesn't even use the entire PCIe lane, and the bracket isn't even long enough to fill out the gap in the case. But as I like to say, personality is way more important than looks. Performance is way more important than aesthetics. So by pairing this GT 710 with a brand new 7600X, we might be able to witness the true power of NVIDIA. But before we could do the GPU switch, there were definitely a few roadblocks. See, this is my first time swapping out a GPU. In fact, this was the first PC I've ever built. And without anyone to help me, I was prone to make a mistake. But today, I'm going to become a better version of myself. I'm going to tackle this challenge and get through it without breaking something. So I plugged in the HDMI cable because it doesn't have DisplayPort and got straight to work. I got everything working, but unfortunately we can only play at 1080p 120Hz
or 1440p 60Hz
because HDMI cables, especially the older ones, all have much lower bandwidths than DisplayPort cables, so they simply cannot transfer nearly as much data. Anyways, after applying the NVIDIA optimizations from Vitral, we got back in and we're still getting the same FPS.
The GT 710 is at 100% GPU usage. Dude, it's at 52 degrees Celsius and 100% usage without even being in the game yet.
This was very confusing because now we have a much better CPU, so we should theoretically be getting much higher FPS. It's capable of pushing up to 1095 FPS, but we're just not seeing that type of performance right now. But after a quick overclock, I was very glad to see we were finally able to get 256 FPS at an unplayable resolution. Anything below 70% 3D resolution is a huge competitive disadvantage. I don't know how African Jeff plays ranked like this. Little did I know, this was going to be the last time I used this GT 710. I overclocked it just a little bit more and my whole PC started freaking out.
And this GPU is super weak, because normally if you use MSI Afterburner to overclock, it's pretty easy to just put your mouse back on the reset button and go back to your previous overclock. But with the GT 710, the second you go over the limit, it makes your PC unusable.
When I tried shutting off the PC and turning it back on, After logging in, it would start freaking out again, and I wasn't able to undo the overclock. So I had to do what's necessary and switch the GT 710 back to the 6900 XT, but I ran into a huge problem. Again, nothing was posting, and after watching about 10 minutes of YouTube tutorials, the only logical fix was to unplug and replug the power connectors, and that seemed to do the trick. So back to the original question. Is it possible to get competitive FPS on a GT 710 with optimizations? Yes, but only if you're willing to sacrifice all of your pixels and your sanity. I will never be doing this ever again.
What the hell? What the heck, dude? Well, that's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, Hanabi, how you doing? Penguin King, how are you? How you holding up over there? I can't. I'm going to bed. I can't with these. She's kicked out. Wait. What do you mean she's kicked out? What happened? What the fuck happened? What do you mean? Oh my goodness. All right. I mean, if you're going to bed, I hope you're good. I hope things get better. No, I'm not sleeping with her. I can't. Bruh, that's crazy. She can't fucking go sleep on the couch. She can't go fucking sleep on the couch. Dude, what the heck, man? What is happening? That's crazy. Oh my gosh. I mean, what the fuck? What the fuck, man? This is insane. This is insane. Are you I mean, if you're going to bed, I hope you have a good night then, you know. Damn though, what the fuck? I hope things get better, man. I hope things get better. That sucks. Whatever's going on, like, you know, I don't know, man. You know, you got to remember too, like, you know, that's your partner. How long have y'all been dating? How long y'all been dating for now? Three years? 3 years. She wants to get more piercings. She can get it if she wants. You will be very uncomfortable. Does she have a lot of... How many piercings does she have? Like, what? And tattoos and shit? She's not... What the fuck? What's even going on with all that? Fucking 4? You mean like not in her ears? Is that what you mean? She has piercings like outside of her ears, you mean? Or is it just more ear piercings? Helix frontal lobes. Oh my god. Mouth industrial. What in the hell? Is she like Butch or something? Is that what's going on? And she's just leaning into that? Is that what's happening? Bruh. Apparently she can only be happy if she gets those. Nah. I mean, it sounds like she has like some kind of addiction or something to it, but I don't know, man. Like some people like piercings. I don't know. They just like getting them. I definitely see some people with a lot of piercings. It's a thing. It's a quirk, I guess. What I would say is like I would say like you know, the person you date, this person that if you have like genuine feelings for them and stuff, you know, you make compromises for this person. But like how much are you willing to compromise for them? Like what are you willing to do for them? You know? I understand you guys are getting into arguments and stuff, but like is this the person you want to be with? Like when you really think about it? Or if you think about the future and she's getting more piercings, does that sound like something that you really don't want to do? You don't want to deal with it, or you don't want her to have those things or something? Because you know, what's the word? It's kind of like if this is something that you can't, that's really bothering you, and it's something you don't want her to do anymore, but she's not listening, you know, I would try. I mean, maybe you've already tried this. You're gonna cry. Oh no, 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 bro. Why can't I ever win? You always lose. I mean, no. I don't think you should do that. What about like hold on. How about this? How about I get off stream and we could talk in Discord? How about that first off? I feel like that might be better than streaming this. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna end the stream and then I'll talk with you like I'll just talk with you on Discord because I feel like this is not a stream conversation. Like it's just getting kind of out there. So I'll just end the stream. You know, boop boop boop. Peace out, guys. Yeah. Till next time.